At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at IML Stadium. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
To kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started, and we're off from IML. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. Showing a little burst so far. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy of midfield to start this drive.
I'll tell you what, this quarterback can sure appreciate a run back like that to begin a ball game. It makes your life a lot easier, and they're going to be set up with really good field position to get things going.
They're going to run it here. It's for John Robinson. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
319!
Another carry for Robinson. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
319!
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Offense set for a 1st and 10.
319!
Going right side, Robinson with it. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
58!
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And he takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Seventh play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6.
Hey, take 26. 319. 26. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Working out of the gun. It's Rodgers. And got his man. That's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
The Steelers will line up for the
Rodgers trying to throw for it. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead.
Makes the score Steelers 8.
Really a dream start at home for this team. They add on the 2-point try, and they are quickly up 8-0.
So much game left, but they trusted that even if the conversion failed, they can make up those points over the course of the game. But even more than that, Kate, what they've done now to this home crowd to get them off their seats, I can't wait to hear the volume when the defense hits the field.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. He's got this complete to James Cook. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field positions. They get set 1st and 10. Dropping into the run. It's Robinson. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Staying with Robinson. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 37. That's caught in stride by Freiermuth. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 10.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
First and 10, around to Robinson.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Offense to the line for second down.
Stand on it. 258.
Rodgers here from the gun. Gets him on the in route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. He breaks the tackle. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
On second down, Robinson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow their lead to 14-0. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Now Rodgers going to get the Steelers set to go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And he secures it in the end zone, so their lead grows to 16-zip. Well, they really have this defense on its heels, Brock. Still the opening half, but a couple of touchdowns now, and a perfect 2 for 2 on 2-point tries.
Yeah, this defense, they're picking up the scraps. They're not doing anything well. This offense, though, they sure are scoring touchdowns and then 2-point conversions to top it off. You know, part of the reason you don't see this a lot, Kate, is you only have so many 2-point plays in the arsenal, and they're using them here very early.
And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Play action now with Allen. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Bills first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Allen setting up to throw. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You know these teams, they track every step of their players. Many of them wear GPS units in their uniform to track how much mileage. I don't care what the stat sheet said and how long that gain was. That dude ran a long way, all the way across the field, but it paid dividends.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
319.
From the red zone now. Here's a screen for Cup. That play's brought to a halt. So they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Second and 3 now. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 16-0 our score. More from IML Stadium after the break. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Allen on third down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win. In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Bass now to kick this away. Hill now to return it. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
319.
Here's Robinson to start the drive. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. A give left side. Here's Robinson. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
319. 630. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Blitz coming for Rodgers. Short throws dropped. This one's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So it's gonna be 4th and short. The Steelers set to punt it. And this is the first time he's been called on today. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Brown 80. Is it?
Enough from the pistol to Cook. Has a lane inside the 35. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a James Cook touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Bills 10. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Hill now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. This is Robinson. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
319. 150.
Second and 13. Oh, not a good throw there. They're going to make the interception. Taylor ripping to pick that one off. And the Bills are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, you love the idea here, partner. He challenged the back end of that cover, too. But it's the strong safety who burns him by stepping in front of that throw.
That's right, Kate. And I'll tell you what, that is about trust. When a D coordinator calls cover 2, he's trusting the strong safety. Yeah, he may be a little better at playing the run, but he's trusting them there to play the pass, to cover half the field. And that's exactly what he does to get the job done and go get that interception.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming and pass coverage duties to see him add in a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Bronk. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know that it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. Bass on for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And they'll take the lead.
17. Steelers 16. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Justice Hill on the return. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
319.
Johnson on the inside give. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
319.
First down, and they go right back to it. Reaches the 30. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal.
Blue 58.
Warren running between the tackles. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 7 on the play, and now they have second and goal.
Give some credit to this offense. They almost got it done on just one play running the ball in. I got to be honest, the first down run often leads to second down pass, but I don't think so now. Now you push that pile, go finish this drive.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's second and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
That's what I call a go-for-broke call right there. Had that one saved up for a specific spot, and it fell just short of getting him the touchdown.
319. Back north.
Now Rodgers on third and goal. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Rodgers has his guys set and looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Get 300. Get 300.
Back to throw. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Well, what's the old saying, partner? You can't win them all. Third go and a 2-point conversion in this game, and that's only the first time they did not end up in the end zone.
I know we're seeing a boom in this aggressiveness in analytics, but I will tell you, Kate, there's only so many plays. I mean, I guess you're going to see more coordinators and coaches spend off seasons adding more and more and more plays. But you only get so many reps during practice, and I am curious how many more 2-point shots they've got on that script.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Looking to his fullback now. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
He's got Khalil Shakir. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Bills with some work to do, trailing in this game. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
319.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Good luck defending that short yardage slang. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and just 2 to go.
319.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down throw for Allen. This throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. They charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Blitz coming here. Allen looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Might have a goal line stand brewing here. The offense just needed a yard. 3rd and goal. Cook. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. It's a James Cook touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. Now Allen will lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Dropping back to throw. And that pass is caught inside the end zone. The 2-point try comes through, and their lead's a field goal now. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Bass now to kick this away. Hill now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Hill on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
58.
He's back to throw. The Bills getting close, and they take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 18-yard line.
So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun.
56, 56.
Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. James Cook, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second down. Here's Allen again. Pulled in by his back. Cook. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Patrick Queen ranging in for the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Allen to throw. Buying some time left. He's running for it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
On 1st down, Allen connects on the crosser. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, But sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's Cook. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bails out of the pocket quick. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However brought, they do at least force this 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
319.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Blue 58.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Blue 58.
Shotgun snap, a get to Robinson. And they'll manage to contain him after a 6-yard pickup. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
319. 26.
Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Hauled in by Tyler Boyd. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
319.
Here's Robinson up the middle. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
319. Take 30.
position of the quarterback, Kate. Sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And this is scooped up by the Bills. Jukes one defender. Excellent return here as they get the football, and they're going to take over on the opposing side of midfield.
You know, Kate, that is just an awesome job by the defense. We talk about it all the time. Pursuit and effort, pursuit and effort. Pursue, and they rip the football away, and then the effort for the big return.
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. 3rd and 2, Rodgers. This one's caught. Smith has it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, around to Robinson. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
319. 630.
Now here's Rodgers. Hits his running back. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Robinson can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Blitz coming for Rodgers. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Couldn't get it the last 2 snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal.
319.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers grab the lead on their first series of the half. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Now Rodgers going to get the Steelers set to go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And the 2-point try is good. He reaches the end zone and gives them a 5-point lead. That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense, that feels like you can't be stopped. You can't wait to say, ready, break. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. This is Cook. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
319.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Down 80. Half 85. Half 85. Look out.
Throwing here, Allen. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd. Another try following the sack. That one's cut along the left sideline. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
2nd and 3 now. Before they make the stop. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Bills first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
56, 56. Hey, tight. Look out.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Trying again, following the sack. This one's caught. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it with Cook. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Alert! Hey, tight.
Another one for Cook. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play that coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Here's Robinson, start to drive. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
319!
Another carry for Robinson. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
All right, set now. 1st and 10.
319!
Stay with Robinson. That's good room at the 35. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Steelers 1st down.
That's another
Danger, Kate.
Steelers
Danger, I say. You
first
get this
down.
guy in the open field, and he
1st
is
at the
dangerous to take it to the
38-yard line.
house.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Green 18. Green 18.
Trying an inside give to Ward. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
No. 258. Green 18.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock.
3rd down and 9.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
No. Blue 58. Jump out. Green 18.
He's back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Bills facing a 5-point deficit. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Back to throw. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw it. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
Brown 80.
He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Rodgers trying to throw for it. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for two, but it doesn't work out.
36, Bills 25.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Back to the air. It's Allen after the pick. Flushed out of the pocket. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over beyond their own 40. And I gotta imagine, partner, there are a lot of folks shaking their heads at seeing that. He has battled interceptions all season, and here, he's now been picked off on back-to-back drives.
Yeah, shaking their heads because on this drive and throughout the season, the adjustments just haven't been there. The picks just keep coming week after week after week, and this time, back-to-back series.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They'll go to a knee, and that defense can only stop the clock 2 more times.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. So for my partner, Brock Ewart, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.